Yo, nephew, hand me that Barstool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. Fresh and clean.
Welcome to 21st and Prime with my co-host, who's the most, Jamie Duke, sponsored by Heineken 00. That's 00 for alcohol.
That's zero alcohol. That's correct.
69 calories.
69 calories.
That's it.
And you talk about quality of life, Coach. What does, you're trying to keep
Look
in
good,
shape.
feel good.
Yeah.
That's quality of life. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want to know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm good.
And within those 69 calories, more importantly, as it pertains to Heineken, tastes good.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've kind of
I like
talked
that.
to,
I like that.
There's a taste part of this thing. And that's where a lot of people kind of get it lost, is that a lot of times you take the calories out of things, this, that, and the other, it don't taste right.
Don't taste the same. Yeah.
Again, and so that's why, again, so check out when you want to talk about.
That's a pet peeve of mine too. Like when you was doing that with your mouth, like smacking. No, smacking.
Yes.
I can't stand smackers.
Right.
I would get up and leave
Right.
the table.
Right.
I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna sit there.
And let.
Yeah, and let you
You should just sit there and smack.
Your tongue I can't do that. I just can't do it. I cannot. I don't care what age you are, especially with a child. So this is what your mama taught you?
Oh boy, you crazy. Anyway, but check out our friends at Heineken and make sure you check out the 00 because again, it will help you lose weight while giving you the taste that you need. Coach, what does a bye week look like at Jackson State University?
Well, work your butt off before we get to the bye week.
Okay.
You keep practice quick and fast, a good pace, simplistic and understanding, and you want people to really compete. So we competed our butts off. We was only on the field hour 15 minutes, fast-paced practice, take the pads off. Now, one day we did bang because we want to develop the guys that's not getting a lot of
What is
playing
that balance
time.
like?
What you mean?
Because there's when we played, we had 3 a day sometimes.
Yeah, that you
two a
can't do
day.
that
I know
no
it's a
more.
different time.
Yeah, it's a different era.
But let me ask you this though, because all of the guys, you talked to all the guys, and I think there was something to the toughness and what that did. But at the same time, I think you could have got 19 in.
The parents designate the toughness of the kids. We got different parents. Back then, it was, hey, let's
Take
go.
this kid and just
Let's
do
go.
something with him.
Do you ever remember your parents missing work?
No,
Me either.
never.
You do now. They'll tap out in a heartbeat. So the kid is watching that. So we had different parents that constitute the difference of the kids. Parents didn't accept the foolishness way back then.
As much as I hate to say it, but I think, and as I just said seconds ago, if we had this type of strategy when we were playing, you might have played 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
What we understand about
You mean
the body.
taking care of your body?
Well, not only just taking care of your body, but less reps.
Less
from a
reps.
coach. Let's be efficient with our reps. Let's be efficient with our work. Let's be efficient with our conditioning. Is that fair?
And then you got to give the kids that hadn't played much opportunity to see if they can. So a lot of the kids that have played, you want to get them out of practice this week. Let them do half the practice. Now when it's time to bang a little bit, you guys sit over there and cheer. Let us see what your homie gonna do, because he's been talking about playing time. Let's see what he got. And that's how we did it a week ago. And we ended up on some conditioning, and everything was full speed. And you got to reiterate, guys, you're breaking for a few days. Don't do nothing stupid. I don't want to see your name in the news. Don't do nothing to jeopardize your college career and your college education. Don't do nothing to jeopardize that.
Speaking of nothing to jeopardize your career,
Hey, Coach, I passed up $25 million to fight Evander Holyfield.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's gonna see you somewhere, dog.
I understand.
I'm just letting you know. And just when they call me and say, "Hey man, Jamie was at the airport and he bumped into Mike,"
And Mike swung on.
and Mike swung on him, and I'm gonna say, "I tried to tell you."
I say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
That ain't a flattery. That's not flattery.
Why not?
Mike gonna see you, dog. Like you don't like. This is the internet. Like everything gets
Right.
recycled and shown.
All I'm saying to you is, out of respect, just like
No,
check.
that ain't out of no respect.
If Mike Tyson is the greatest fighter, one of the greatest fighters of all time.
I don't know how
He
I'm
he passed up $25 million. You said something, Coach.
All
one time.
money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. He passed up $25 million to fight Evander Holyfield. Finish that.
Right, to fight Evander Holyfield.
It's bad blood there. This is not an old timers fight. This is I owe you for my ear, dog. And we're gonna
But
see
they
about
went past that.
No, they
kinda-
ain't.
No.
No, they ain't. The guy that got the ear bit is never past that. The guy that bit the ear is past that. Like if
But
a
why-
guy
but why would
if
the
a
guy-
guy swang on me
Right.
and he apologizes that he swung on me, yeah, he passed that. I'm not past because I got swung on.
Okay.
I want mine back sooner or later.
But you got yours in the fact that you won the fight. No?
You won the fight because you're disqualified.
Yeah, but you beat him the first time. The second time, I just
Nobody
frustrated-
remember that. Nobody remember all that. Ain't too many people really remember that. They remember the ear thing. That's what they remember. Now, Mike could be positioning for more money, or he could be saying, you know what? I ain't going out like that. I know what this dude trying to do. I'm not going to even allow it to be that. Holyfield's going to try to knock him out.
Well, Mike's going to try to knock Holyfield out. I think
Somebody
Styles-
get knocked out.
I believe. No, I believe
Holyfield
that.
is not cutting the deal. Like, you can't come to Holyfield and say, hey, man, you know, let's just get the people a good fight and all that. Holyfield like, okay, no problem. Then he going to try to kill him. That's how it's going to go down, Jay. How else would it go down? Because when you get inside the ropes, inside the ring, all bets are off. The game plan that we planned for the game is not the same once we get in there.
Right.
And you hear that bell, ding, it's on. 25 million? 25 million. I'm gonna walk. Why else would I walk away from 25 unless I know I could get 35, unless I know all money ain't good money?
Oscar De La Hoya is back training now.
For the fight who?
I don't know, but he started back training. They made that announcement yesterday.
De La Hoya can still fight though. De La Hoya's left with something.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't too many people lining up for that.
Do you
Is this what condition and shape we're in the boxing world?
that's what I'm getting to.
Well, we got to do the throwbacks.
That's what it's.
I want to remember them the way they were. I don't want a continuation. When they left, it was a period, not a comma. I don't want the continuation. I don't want to see Oscar like that. I don't want to see Mike and Evander like that. I don't. That's just me, and I love those guys, and I know all of them personally. I don't want to see that.
But everybody
I will watch that. I will be right there, but it's not an acquired taste. I'll do it because it's there.
But again, what does that say about the game? What does the game need to do? What is the game missing? There's something
Well, the
missing that we would rather go back to the past than embrace the future. And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
The pandemic has
This was even prior to that.
has crippled a lot of things. Now we're just getting back to that.
Well, but the pandemic opened up the opportunity, if you ask me, because
Yes.
the versus phenomenon.
Yeah, it opened up the opportunity of the oldie but goodies.
No, all the way around. I mean, in other words, because we were home, we had to be creative in our entertainment. And the versus piece, boxing, wrestling, whatever it is, that seems to be one of the things that sprung.
Speaking of that, I think we got an old school. I don't know if it's the Isley Brothers and the Temptations, but it's somebody that's going against each other in the verses. And when I tell you, I think it's the Isley Brothers,
Okay.
maybe the Commodores.
Ooh.
Dog, please check that fact for me, because that right there,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that on television or the internet. I want to see that.
Right. Be there.
That's hit after hit,
Yeah.
like after hit after hit after hit. Now that's a versus. Give me that. That's right. Yeah. Who is it? Oh Lord.
It's
Earth, Wind, and Fire and who?
the Isley Brothers.
Oh,
That's
Jesus. Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers?
Now I gotta tell you,
What?
I think it's gonna be that would be a route for me. That's just
That's
me.
no route.
For me, I said.
No,
for me,
that's hit after hit.
No, but I'm saying, but Earth, Wind, and Fire to me has a lot more hits than the Isley Brothers. Now that's just me.
I don't
That's
know
my
what
band.
dog.
That's my group.
Right there,
That's my group.
It's a whole lot of folks just cuss you out
I
watching
don't know
this.
about that. Yo.
No, that's a lie.
We got a music man in there.
Dog, no.
We got a music man
I got
in the
Steve
room,
Harvey.
Michael.
I saw Steve Harvey talk about this the other day.
Right.
And whenever you name the song from one, he had the competitive song from the other. And it went all day. He went about 5 minutes doing this. Let me tell you something, man.
Earth, Wind, and Fire could go an hour. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying
Dog.
Earth, Wind, and Fire could go for an hour.
All of those old school groups could go for hours.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Dog, that's the kind of verses I
Well,
want
actually,
to see.
they can't go for hours at this age. You know, you're going to have to give 30 minutes.
No.
No,
They got hits.
let me tell
But you don't have to go to the third verse. Just go to 2 verses.
So me and my lady, one of the things we like to do is watch concerts on YouTube. All right, these are either an older concert, like one of my favorite, one of the best concerts. That coffee okay with you?
That coffee is anointed.
It's
Your
a black
toenail.
rifle.
You put your foot in that. That just takes your toenail.
Did you see it floating up? I didn't mean. I don't know if you saw that.
Dog, what do you
I was
do to
biting.
your coffees, man? You anointed
It's
to make a
Black
cup
Rifle
of coffee.
coffee. It's just Black Rifle coffee. It's amazing, and I just put some things. But I saw, not lust for trade of thought. Oh gosh.
You and your girl was in the room, but
Oh yeah, no.
And
No, I didn't get that far. I didn't know it, but I didn't.
So
know.
y'all went to watch concerts. That's what you said. You said y'all was in the naked.
I just
and
didn't
y'all
mention the
watching-
Bus Nathan part.
But I'm
You
sure got
mentioned
that.
it.
But y'all watching concerts.
No, but you mentioned that. I didn't say
But
that.
you ain't
though.
say that, but I know you inflected that.
Okay. So I saw Cameo.
Did he have on the jock? Did he have on the jock? Because he wore the jock outside the tights.
He kind of did, but he was 50 plus.
So it was a
And
whole
it's Cameo. It's Cameo.
Oh, you talking about now?
This concert particularly. So Larry Blackman, I think that's his name. Bruh. So number one, imagine. I'm just gonna give you a visual because you're a visual person.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine me waddling.
Water.
He had to sit.
Waddle.
Not wobble. I didn't say wobble.
Get on up.
I said waddling. I didn't say wobble.
Okay.
I know how to do the wobble.
Okay.
I said waddling. Then I had to sit down and sing some of the song. And then I got up and kind of waddled over to the mic a little bit more.
So you just watch for entertainment purposes.
No, I watch the music. I love the music. That music.
Dog,
I'm a band
you
guy.
ain't mentioned nothing about the song. You mentioned the comedy of it. That's all you've told me.
I'm just saying. It just, that's what struck out to me was Larry kind
He can't
of.
go like he used to
I
go.
know,
But
I
how
know.
did he sound?
They sounded good. The band still played.
No.
He was
How
okay.
did he sound?
He was okay. Now I'll tell you who I got to tell you one of the most tragic things I ever saw at the in Atlanta. Casey and JoJo. And those of you who saw that tour, because they got all the old groups come back in the summer, it was horrible because
How was it horrible?
number one, whether it be Blow or Lifestyle, we'll say. So JoJo's the one that got the pipes, if memory serves me correct. JoJo's the one that's really got the voice. KC had a higher pitched voice, but somehow that all got stripped out with Lifestyle. So he
got
can't
stripped out
with
Lifestyle.
With Lifestyle. I don't know whether it was drugs. I've seen their thing, so they had some issues. And then JoJo had to be led around, like, how they lead Stevie Wonder around?
Dog, stop.
I'm not lying, man.
Stop, dog.
No, I'm telling you.
Dog, come on, man.
No.
You act like they had a CNI dog out there for the
That's
dude, man.
what I'm telling
dog,
you.
You gotta stop, man.
If anybody who
Dog,
was
you
there
gotta
in
stop.
Atlanta, whoever see the summer
you
tour,
went.
yeah, because
And you
JoJo
saw-
still could blow. No,
And you saw this.
it was.
You saw this.
I saw it. I was there. I was sitting in the second row at a table at an amphitheater. I was right there. It horrified me because it was so
So when
sad.
did it hit you that this ain't right?
Immediately when KC hit a note. Not KC, JoJo. Wait a minute, no, KC hit it was bad. So I knew he's done. And then, whether they was getting a sip on or they whatever on in the back, JoJo, I'm not saying he was drunk, because I don't know where he is mentally now, but he can sing still. He can sing still. God gave him a gift that can't be killed. And that joker sang. He sang. And the music sounded the same, but it was like, it was just horrible.
Why they ain't just lip sync the thing?
No, they don't have to lip. Well, you can't lip sync that.
Yes, you can.
People ain't going for that
They can
today.
lip sync anything.
They ain't doing that
They could blend their voice.
because it's a lot. No, it was bad. And then, leading out the show was who was the pretty boy everybody loved?
Deion Sanders?
No. Yeah, but you're a ball. I'm talking about the singer.
I thought you was
Well, you are a pretty boy, yeah. So that must be the money. I really like that picture with you.
Oh,
with the fur.
you talking about L.B. Sure?
I'll be sure.
Yeah, I still got it now.
Did you,
Don't stop.
bruh?
No, I'm not. You're not gonna talk about L.B. Sure.
I'm not talking.
You're not doing
I
it.
just said I was
You're
at
not
the
doing this.
concert.
You're not doing this. You're not doing it. No, you're not doing this, dog. You're not doing this. You're not doing this on this show. Let's talk about something else. You will not come at L.B. Sure on this show.
How you get to play basketball? To be mad. That was fun.
So you went to a concert and ended up at a comedy show.
I'm getting lightheaded now.
So you ended up at a comedy. So you went to a concert and ended up at a comedy show. Is that what you're saying?
It was
Who else was there?
Ready for the World.
Were they ready?
Yeah, they were ready. They were ready. They
That's
put
the
on
big old dude with curls.
No, or maybe it wasn't Ready for the World. Who?
They had the biggest curls you ever want to see.
He's Raphael Sadiq's brother. What was that group? It's his brother. I think that's Ready for the World.
That's not ready for the world.
No? Yeah. Raphael Sadiq, I think his brother is one of the singers in that.
okay.
I think it is Ready for the World.
It may be.
But they did well.
Tony,
And again,
isn't that Tony, Raphael?
No, he didn't do. Yeah, he's Tony,
That's
but
what I
his
thought.
brother's in the other group.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. The thing was, it was a good show considering. But it's like me watching you go out and play corner now.
Versus Dan.
Right. And so,
I wouldn't go out there and do myself.
No, because here's the thing.
I wouldn't do that.
Let's put it like this though. But see, Dion, and I watch you work with the boys, and I notice how I'm gonna call it the 3-step pop with the kids when they come off the line.
Oh,
I know that you
I got
start.
it for three.
You start bobbing.
I got it for 3 steps.
Yeah.
And I let it go, baby. Looks like another lump. I know how to let it go.
When we come back,
You nasty though, dog.
when
Because you just went to the show just to laugh. You didn't even go
No.
there to assume the music.
I enjoyed the music. I love live music.
How you go
I was in the
there to-
band.
You just
I was in
killed
the
the
band.
music.
I didn't kill the music. I was talking about some
How
individual
was you
performances.
in the band and you played football?
I played saxophone. I was in played tenor sax.
Just tell me this, dog,
It
because
was
this is
younger.
what makes me mad.
Okay.
It makes me mad and angry when somebody don't go into halftime and they take their shoulder pads off, then they go out on the field and play the instrument. That upsets me. You got to make a decision.
I made a decision with football, but I was in the band at school, so the football was always first.
Thank you.
But in the concert band, I was in the concert band at school.
Okay.
Again, this is young. This ain't at at his level,
Oh.
Jermichael's level. But I was in
'Cause
school.
that-
I wasn't. No, I know how to play the
That makes
instrument.
me mad.
I played.
I can't stand that.
Yeah. What about the homecoming? You allowed
I
me
be
to-
wanting to stay with the band. Stay with the band.
What if you're in the
Stay
homecoming
with
court?
the band. Stay with the band. Stay there. They need you more than we do.
What about homecoming court? Would you allow them to go be a part of the homecoming ceremonies?
Yeah,
While you-
because they're constituents and they're classmates.
But no
voted
band.
them. No.
No band, but
No,
but
if you want to
homecoming's
carry an
good.
instrument, carry your helmet and your shoulder pads and use that as an instrument against the other team. That's what my kids came in and told me this week. They all came in, several of them, some of the leaders. They said, Coach, we want to do some bonding. I think, because we're not close as we should be, we should bond. I said, you should have bonded during the game. You should have bonded in the fourth quarter. You should have bonded when it was 3rd and 6. You should have bonded when they drove down and scored the last 2 drives. We should have bonded then. Now y'all want to bond.
What's wrong with you, man?
I did. I told him.
pray for you.
I told him. Please
up,
do.
Coach?
I need it. I need it. I definitely did. Now we want to bond.
You had a great opportunity.
Now we want to bond. Yeah. After we done took a L, y'all want to get closer.
We come back, we're going to talk about domino effects. Big deal happened in the NFL. Huge trade happened in the NFL that now has several teams.
Huge trade happened in the NBA that I'm not happy with. I love me some Lou Will. You're going to trade Lou Will from the Clippers to the Hawks? and he instant buckets, and you know what he gives you. That's the dumbest. To me, that's the dumbest trade of the year. Because he's buckets. In the playoffs, you're going to need buckets. You're going to need that guy. If your stars come up short, which they did a year ago, you need instant buckets. That's Lou Will.
But they needed a point guard, though.
The dribble down and pass it to somebody that's going to shoot. One of this guy, Paul George or Kawhi, they going to shoot.
Did they get half of a right with Rondo? For those
Rondo,
players,
I'm not mad at Rondo.
No, I'm saying the kind.
I'm not mad at Rondo.
Did they at least get that half right?
But you praying you get the last year playoff Rondo now. You praying you get that. Okay, because Rondo was hitting shots. Rondo is a coach on the court.
Right.
Let's get that straight. I'm not mad at Rondo.
Who doesn't have to shoot.
Who doesn't have to shoot. But they're going to make him shoot.
Well, he'll get his bucket.
They're going to make him shoot.
Yeah, Rondo.
But Lou Will, though? Lou Will? I'm through with the Clippers. I'm done.
That's done.
I'm done. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm done with the Clippers.
That's it.
Lou Will is my dude, man.
Done.
Yeah.
We come back, we're going to talk about domino effects.
Barstool Sports, baby.
Guys, let's face it. There is nothing worse. Now, younger cats, all right, you may not have to worry about this, but there are some younger cats who did have to worry about that, and that's really how this story began with Rome. And when you look at the founders and the CEO, here you had a young man who was having some issues, didn't know what it was, and now you have the Roman Swipes. Let's all pause for a moment of silence, all the fellas, for the Roman Swipes. Log on to GetRoman.com. That's GetRoman.com. And all I can say, guys, again, a little longer in the tooth or not longer in the tooth, but that's generally the numbers show. This is when it all happens, is that you get a little older and that thing ain't quite that thing it used to be. The Get Roman Swipes, I'm telling you right now, they help make that thing what it used to be. Now, when you look in the dictionary what thing is, you're going to have to figure that out. But the whole point of it is, if you hear what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm saying. And what I'm telling you right now, log on to GetRoman.com. GetRoman.com. Use /Prime. GetRoman.com/Prime. Get yourself $5 off your swipes. All I can tell you, boys and girls, it's going to change your life. Welcome back, 21st and Prime. Coach, this week the San Francisco 49ers made a real big move.
It really did.
They
shook it up.
Move, and we need to kind of walk through this thing. So let me go through the details of what happened as my phone just what would we do without these phones? So the Miami Dolphins, number one, they traded the number 3 pick with the San Francisco 49ers for the 12th overall pick.
It's good.
So I'm going to stop right there because Miami did some work. But so what is San Francisco doing? Just out of curiosity.
They're trying to get a quarterback to secure their future.
No.
Yes, they are.
Oh, you said? No, I could have swore I read where Jimmy Garoppolo is our guy for this year.
No, he's insurance.
Okay.
You got to have 2.
Yeah, but they got like 70 of them other veterans.
You got to have 2 to make sure. They're not totally 100% sold on Jimmy. I think they're 55%, and they're trying to get one while they can in the draft. That's going to be the future. I like it.
So San Francisco, they make their move. Here's what I think the Dolphins make the gangster play. They get the 12th pick, and then they get 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick, I believe it is, from San Francisco.
Great.
Future picks, of course.
Great.
Then they turn around, trade one of those picks, and go from 12 up to 6.
They went back.
Up to 6.
Right. They went back.
That just
So they're probably going to go up to 6 to grab a lineman to protect Tua.
That lineman, if he's going to be there, is that kid from Oregon.
Well,
I'm saying he the real.
They probably going to go up there and get a lineman.
You see lineman right there.
Yeah.
So now, what does this say? I will ask this question. There are, I think, 6 guys they think are going to be first-round draft choices.
You mean quarterbacks?
At quarterback
6
position.
quarterbacks.
6 quarterbacks at that position. Is there any chance that Miami takes a quarterback?
No.
There is no chance.
They're sold
that.
on Tua.
They are sold on Tua.
This is Nate New. Fatta cake, bake us, man. I'm doing a show. Can I call you back, sir?
Oh, okay, man. I didn't know you was doing a show. I'll come in, Ratchet Hat.
All right.
Is that the haircut?
That's Nate.
Oh,
Nathaniel Newton.
is he coming up here?
Yeah, he probably outside right now.
Oh, good.
It's a
Love to
weight
see
limit. He can't get in the door because it's a weight
Oh
limit.
man, see there you go.
Anyway, back to what
There
we
you
said.
go. Okay, so that answers that tour thing. All right, now my next question would be is when you look at the draft, here you have the Giants, excuse me, not the Giants, the Jets.
They're taking a quarterback at 2.
They're taking a quarterback at 2. Mm-hmm. I believe they're taking that quarterback
BYU.
from BYU.
True.
He put on a show the other day for them.
Has they ever said the quarterback didn't put on the show?
There have been some bad
No,
workouts.
I've never seen it because I've seen a couple missed, passes, badly thrown balls.
Mm-hmm.
They never say a guy didn't put on the show. They never say that. They don't tell the truth. They just say, "Hey, he had a great day
There's some
today."
guys they say that too.
Who?
Some people they nitpick
Who?
pretty good. I'm just saying.
Say it.
Who? I'm just saying. I've seen them nitpick some people that they don't normally nitpick.
Oh, the guy missed the whole target.
No. This just it hit him on the right hand instead of the left hand when they don't like it.
Who?
I'm not talking.
I've never seen it.
So in this equation, when you look at the quarterback situation, the guy in Jacksonville, Urban Meyer, it makes sense for him to take.
Well, we ain't talking. Why are we talking about him?
Well, no, I mean because
He's going 1.
Yeah, but do you see that style with Urban? That's the best guy for the job, or would Fields be a better fit, who was at Ohio State too?
No. Urban ain't going to play no college football. He's going to play the pro game. That's a different game. It's a totally different game.
Then he should be taking the guy from BYU if he's doing that.
No.
Why?
No, because Trevor Lawrence can make all throws. Trevor Lawrence is that guy. He had the biggest upside. If I'm
Marcus
evaluating,
Russell could make all throws.
I'm evaluating
There's a lot of guys who can make
upstairs.
all throws.
Upstairs. I ain't just talking about the arm. I'm talking about upstairs.
so then the second
guys
part of it.
mentally don't make a lot of mistakes. He's smart. He's a smart quarterback as well. That's what Trevor Lawrence brings to the table, and he's that guy. A lot of experience, a lot of snaps. He's that guy. Let's talk about something else because that's the guy. Right. That's the number 1. On my board, he would be 1.
Okay. 2, you're good with what the Jets would possibly be doing with the other
No,
kid?
I like the North Dakota, South Dakota. I like that guy as well.
I like him too.
I could go either way with that.
Mm-hmm. The other guy who becomes a wild card here, because I think he's going to 4 because of that North Dakota State dude, is Justin Fields. And I could imagine, I could see a scenario where he is going 4 to Atlanta.
MD! That's that hog. The hog.
Come on in here, man.
4 to Atlanta. I'm not mad at that. I don't know if Atlanta would do that, but I'm not mad at that. You think Atlanta take Justin Fields at 4?
I wouldn't. I don't know you been.
I
See that? That's
looking
what.
good, though. You're looking slim. Nate gonna come join us. Nate Newton.
You looking slim. What did you just see?
He's looking slim.
Slim well.
For a lineman, he's looking slim.
For a hole.
For a lineman, he's looking slim.
Can we put a chair for Nate for the next segment?
Yeah, we're gonna put a chair for the
Yeah,
next
put a chair for Nate for next. Okay, let's get back to business.
Yes.
Let that hog be a hog.
Let that hall be a hall. So you mentioned earlier that you Atlanta could do it. How?
I don't think they would.
Why?
I just don't think they would. Are you doing it because that's the guy for the job, or are you doing it because he has Atlanta ties or Georgia ties?
I think it's like
I like him.
I think
But I
think it's a combo platter.
I don't want no combo player. I want to win.
Well, but I think if I like the kid from North Dakota State more than I like him. I've said,
Me too. Me too.
So, but I'm not sure he's there because are you saying that you believe that the future quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, because that leaves him being possibly that one, or the guy at Alabama?
I think that the guy at Alabama may sneak in and be
That
that
high
guy from San Francisco. You got to think about the mind of the head coach.
He wants the ball out.
And he wants the ball out.
wants
He
the
wants
ball out.
somebody smart.
Very smart to get the ball
Smart.
out, to get the ball out, to get the ball
Smart.
out, to get the ball out. But I just can't see you. That's a.
You can't see what?
If you're Atlanta, I can't see you taking the kid from Alabama that high. I don't see, I don't like him like that.
You can
I
see the
like
Jets
him.
taking the one Darnold that high either, and they did that.
Well, I didn't like him either.
Yeah,
And,
see how it played
you know,
out.
yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. There was a crazy number I saw where it's like 40% or 50% of the quarterbacks, maybe it's 50% of the quarterbacks never see a second deal. Think about that. I'm talking about the first round is all these guys,
I believe that.
never see a second. I'm trying to rephrase that. It's a second deal with the same team.
Yeah.
They never see that.
But a lot of quarterbacks are bust.
Yeah. But I mean, but when you're drafting them at high, you mentioned
To develop a coach, man. I'm sorry. To develop a player as a quarterback, that's not easy, man.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes the quarterback is tied to the head coach, which is tied to the general manager. The wrong pick right there could get everybody fired.
Well, the wrong pick always is getting them fired, but that's the problem is the people. I've never understood this. Why? First guy, if I was looking to draft a quarterback, you know one of the first guys I call? It'd be Kurt Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, what you see right here? Because see, Kurt gonna look at what he see on tape. He's not gonna look at, whether the guy can run.
I mean, every team.
there are other guys too, but I'm
every
saying
team has their expert in draft analysis, and this thing is studied. They're not in there guessing. Hey, man, let's just take this.
I believe they are guessing.
No, they're not.
These guys have statistics.
I was watching hundreds of $1 million on this.
Perfect
They're
case
not
in
doing
point.
that.
Perfect case in point. I was watching Chris Sims talk the other day about the quarterback situation on the NFL Morning Show, and so they're going at him, and I'm gonna call it, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful. I'm gonna say the civilians were questioning a quarterback and the quarterback's knowledge of his evaluation. Because first thing he did was, I think he put the kid from BYU as his number one quarterback, which
it's arguable.
But and obviously we know what Jackson was going to do. That's not the
Right.
point of it.
But a lot of people had.
Right, but the point that he made that was so telling, and we'll go to a break after this because I do want to see the big man, slim big man,
I
big
hope one of
Slim.
these chairs could fit him. I'm serious.
But what he said was, he said, you know what? I followed along this path of kind of going along with folks for a while, and it didn't work. He had Mahomes as his number one rated quarterback when he came out, and remember, I think there was 2 or 3 guys that went before him. But it was one of those things where he just kind of didn't have the integrity to kind of stand on it, because when you know what other people are going to do, you don't want to look wrong.
You question Chris Sims because he did. A lot of people question him because it didn't pan out for him.
Right.
And just because it don't pan out for you, that don't mean you're not qualified in this area of life.
Right.
Because this is his eyes. This is what he sees. This is what he studies.
Right.
So I like him standing for what he believes.
Yeah.
I like that.
When we come back, going to be joined by the legend. I'm going to work to get him in the Hall of Fame because that's exactly where he
You need to
belongs.
work to get him in one of these chairs. Let's start that first. Somebody the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Dallas Cowboy legend Nate Newton.
Hey, somebody
joins
get
us
his
next.
Vaseline because we're going to grease his hips. That's right. I want to play.
Remember, by the way, swipe up at 21st and Prime. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel at 21st and Prime. And all of this merch, look at all of this wonderful merch we got for you, man. You got to check it out. You got to come sign up for that as well. And also, you can download us wherever you download your podcast, whether that be Spotify or whether that be on iTunes. We'll be right back.
With a live haul.
Whatever he said.
Always in the game, never ever on the sideline.
Welcome back to 21st and Prime. We got one of my dearest friends, Nathaniel Newton, the 15th.
The 15th. What does that mean, the 15th?
That means
I don't even know.
What does that mean?
I don't know if he's the second or third. Which one are
I'm
you?
a junior, my friend.
You're the second.
Yes, sir.
So you got a third.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to give you layup questions like football type stuff. We're going to give you let's go different places with you. Okay. The rap game. You've heard of the Migos, the rap group.
No, sir.
You never heard of the Migos?
I'm not up on that anymore.
Okay.
bro. I'm
The
too old.
Migos, one of the group members of the Migos, there's 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay. Quavo has a girlfriend or fiance. I don't know what's her title. Girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. And how to enunciate her name? Saweetie. That's what I thought. Saweetie. And they broke up. And And she went public with it and kind of put him out there a little bit.
Right.
And he responded by saying, I ain't with all that. Matter of fact, how about this? He had the Bentley that he gave her repossessed from her home. Mm-hmm. Right or wrong?
He should let her keep it, man. He should let her keep it. You know, he should just wash his hands off her and the Bentley.
That's $350,000 car.
Yeah, let her keep it. Let her keep it. Say that's all you'll get, and that's the closest we'll ever be again. Let her. Every time you get in this Bentley, just remember me, because evidently, if he can buy a $350,000 Bentley, he rolling in dough. So this one time, he just write it off as a loss or business expense.
But what if he's making the payments still? I think that might.
If he's making payments, he need to pick that up. Yeah, I mean, if you're making payments, but I'm saying, I'm like, you know,
some tell me he's still making the payments.
If he making payments, that's supposed to be gone.
I'm tonto. I'm getting mine.
No, but see,
I want the memories back. Give me everything.
If you are a big baller and you've already paid for it, you know, and just, hey, sister.
It don't depend on how it ended, though.
Nah. If it ended badly.
It did.
Well, it did.
If it ended badly and I'm making payments.
And she shot first now. She shot publicly.
Right. If it ended badly, whether she shot publicly or not, I would have asked her, you know, Uber is the name of it?
Yes, Uber.
Catch it. If I'm still making payments. But if I'm paid it off, if I'm big balling, you take that, and that's the last you'll see of me.
I'm going to throw this in there. All of the people that don't have you in the Hall of Fame, Uber, catch it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I have a question for all of us who have sons. Kurt Franklin, you saw
that's a good one now. That's a
his
good one.
boy put him out there real
like a
bad.
kite.
Put him out there. So Kurt Franklin, you know, we all have sons, and sometimes we got to talk to sons like we got to talk to sons.
Yes.
Like you got to talk to a man that borderlines on talking to him like you're talking to a dog.
Right.
Is that
No,
fair?
I ain't gonna say no dog. I ain't going that far. I can't ride with you with that because they gonna cut this up and it's gonna be Deion Sanders. Coach Prime says you gotta talk to your son like they talking to the dog.
Okay.
He said that. Okay. All right? Cut the screen off. Just clear that.
Okay.
He said that.
I saw you on the field at practice. So has Nate.
Yeah, I go off.
Talk to them boys like sometimes like
No, ain't no dog. Ain't no dog. I talk to him like a man.
But how do you handle that? How does a father?
First of all,
that's the ultimate betrayal to me.
It's the ultimate betrayal. But this is a 30-something-year-old man. This ain't no child. This is a 30. Did you know that?
I didn't know he was
33.
I didn't know he was
33. Is it 30 or 33?
I didn't know he was that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
This ain't no child.
See, first of all, you got to have a rapport with your son, like you do with yours and with Jamie. You have any kids, Jamie?
Jamie, Junior,
Okay.
and daughter Joy.
Okay.
Hey Joy, love you.
Once you build a rapport
dog.
over so
Yeah,
many
but you
years.
can't just say you love Joy and don't say I love Jamie.
Yeah, but dog, that's my dog. It's different.
No, it's
I
not
told
different.
him.
It's not different.
He's my dog. I can't call. See, like, for
I'll
example,
give you my opinion after
we get together.
Yeah,
So, but the
You
point of
can't
it
say
is,
that. Can you say you love one of your kids? Don't say you love another one.
I got to say both of them
Thank
because
you.
they
one of your
better-
kids is a favorite. I've heard you say numerous times.
All my kids are the favorites. It depends on what day it is.
Yeah,
I heard
depending on
one
what
of
they
your
do.
kids-
Depending on what they do.
What they do.
know what they
That's how
contribute.
act.
Well, Jay knows I love him.
Oh,
from
that's
that
that's
standpoint.
different
But
levels.
I can't.
There's different
but
levels
see,
in my wheel.
That's why, like my son asked me, said, "How come you never call me your son?" I said, "Because that's my baby girl. You don't say baby boy to a man, a football player.
Some
you don't
people do that.
I said that to my son King.
Say
I
that
call
to
him
mine,
baby
too.
boy.
Yeah,
I
so is
like
my
that.
baby boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's because he's the youngest of your boys.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
my son.
True.
That's my junior. That's my seed.
Whoa, that's
So
what
that
I
name,
agree with
that situation is always different
Trey
than the
is my
soft
junior,
love.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
your girls. You don't love your boys like you
Trey
love your
is your
girls.
third. You're the third. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nate, the question you're going to answer now. Do you remember what the question was?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, what I do with Mr. Franklin and his son, first of all, there's been something broken there. Something where he didn't have
Obviously.
a bond with his kid that he understood as men. I told my sons, starting around about 9 or 10, Dad's gonna say some things, he's gonna do some things that cannot be repeated or said in public. And I even stopped with my baby boy King. I said, you know what? Let me stop sharing with him because he's not like Trey, my baby, my oldest boy.
There's different levels.
Yeah, different levels. So Trey was a little more understanding when I was telling him about my past and how things went. When I started telling King started acting those things. So I was like, let me back off of that. So, but I told both my boys, I'm gonna say some things to y'all, and we're gonna talk about some things. This ain't for everybody. You know, and if you don't feel you can handle it, I'll see it. And evidently, Mr. Franklin didn't understand when he was talking to his baby boy, his oldest man, 30 years old. He didn't get that bond. I hope I have that bond with my sons.
I called him and let him know we love him, we appreciate him, and it is what it is. Is what it is. Up under no circumstance, your child should ever try to put you out there like a kite.
I
knowing you're the breadwinner because you ain't who you are if he ain't doing what he's doing.
Right.
So all that was foul.
Yeah.
All that was foul.
How do you handle the betrayal?
You can't take it back.
He's a man of God. He's a man of God. He'll work through it.
You can't take it back.
Yeah, because you can't take it back. So you'll work through it. You will have to work through that.
What you mean by work through it though?
Okay, trust, rebuild a relationship.
I can't trust you now.
Yeah,
I love you.
Yeah, see that because
I love you.
Yes,
I'm gonna love you.
Yes,
but I can't trust
you. Can't be trusted.
You know what? Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
I'm not having no open conversation with you on the phone
thinking
that I can say something that can be leaked.
Talk about. Certain things you can't talk about because he's not showing that ability to hold that. But you still have to come back with some form of trust because if you always guard yourself around him, he ain't gonna never show back up. Mm-hmm. And you want your kid to show back up. I mean, and I'm just talking strictly from a spiritual point of view. You can't lose that relationship. You don't want that relationship lost. So it's somewhere you got to build something.
I don't know how you do that, bro.
No, you can build a relationship, but that trust will be
in that situation. In that
they're
situation,
gonna always be your child. They're gonna always be your seed.
Yes.
But if they betray that trust, there's something about a parent, and I'm talking about individually. You know. You and I both. I think you had a chip on your divorce, chip on yours, one somewhere in that lineage.
Yeah.
One, it's a parent thing.
It's a lot of
you're not. Right. Yeah, but you can't sign. Yeah, because of COVID.
It's a lot. No,
brother, understand this. Understand this, young man. Understand this right here. 5. Your children are something that come from you, man. It's designed by you and that young lady, your wife or ex or however you want to do it. That child is not to ever not be under your grace and mercy.
Right.
So in that particular situation, yes, he can't talk to his child about. But other things in life, he got to nurture him and bring him along. He's a 30-year-old man.
But it's trusted, though. I'm not talking about he's not going to be. Our kids we're going to always love every single one of our kids, love their dirty draws, so to speak. That's different.
But can you love what you don't trust?
Yes, I could. Absolutely. I just know I can
good.
trust
That's an individual question.
That for me, I could.
We forgetting about our moms and dads, man, and our brothers and sisters. We done had some silly brothers and sisters.
But again, now we're talking about one specific
betrayal
of the family. What happens in the house stays in the house.
Some sibling bull junk that's happened, and our parents have shown us. All right, now don't tell your brother now. Don't tell your sister now.
Right.
So they've trained us and conditioned us to understand it's certain levels to this thing.
Okay.
It's certain. I have 5 kids. Right. You think I could get all my kids a credit card? No. A couple of them gonna try to bust it. They're gonna try to find the limit of it. And the other ones they're gonna bring me the receipt. They're gonna make sure because they know daddy don't play.
Those black ones, they don't have a limit on it. DM just
no, you gotta spend,
the black ones, they don't have a limit.
You gotta spend a certain amount of money to get black. And I'm not gonna spend that much money to get the black.
I got a question for y'all because see, the one thing I learned about parenting, and again, parenting you learn as life goes on. It ain't just when you're 25, 30, whatever. What was interesting to me, and I don't have this phenomena other than my boy and my girl are different. Mm-hmm. You guys have sons,
and they
all different.
Exactly.
And so the question is, as a father, how do you manage the differences between, whether it be if you have 4 girls, I mean, your girls are so far apart, so to speak. I think it's still a little bit different.
It's a great question, first of all. But it gets complex because not only are you managing the difference of the girls and the boys, but the difference of the parents. Because you got a couple raised by this and a couple raised by that, and it's a difference in their mothering. The fathering is going to be consistent, but the mothering is going to be different. So you're dealing with different aspects of these young kids. But you got to love them through it all, but there's a difference in the way you approach them. All my players, I can't approach all of them the same way. This one needs that, this one needs that,
You
this one
approach
needs
the
that.
good ones a lot different than the average ones.
They earn that.
Okay.
They earn
I'm just
that.
curious about
They earn that.
Yeah.
You can't approach a dog the way you approach a cat.
I tell you like this, man.
That was good.
You have to really watch your boys. Like me, I had to really watch them. Like I said earlier, I had to find out. I found out real quick that these were two different guys. Some guys are reserved. Like I watched some of Prime boys. He got one boy that's very reserved, the quarterback. But the safety, he outgoing. I mean, and so that's King and Trey for me. Trey, very reserved.
Right. Okay.
Hard worker. A Christian man. King.
He gonna
react. He gonna react. I mean, he gonna react. He gonna make. But now one thing I have basic beliefs that I have that they're gonna have to exhibit around me, and that's be respectful.
That's right.
That's handle their business. I mean, like I told him, I said, Dad has done all the dirty work. Dad has done all the foolishness. I'm not having it from y'all. And I don't buy the world. What I'm saying is what's happening in this world ain't got nothing to do with me, King and Trey. When we come together.
Whoa, slow down. Say that again.
I'm not buying the world for my sons. And what I mean by that is don't come with your homeboy stuff. When I ask you, what are you doing in life? I'm doing cool. I'm cool. I'm down. I'm riding. No, son, do you have a job? Are you able to take care of your bills? How are you financially set in this life? Is your wife doing all right? I'm talking real life skills. Being hipped, that's all right. Being cool, that's all right. Pimping your ride and whatever, all the stuff go, that's fine. But when you come to Daddy, you come to a man. And I want you to see a man. That's what I saw from my father. And for a long time, I was not that. So when I changed my life, come to me as a man. Do not come to me with your homeboy rules.
Tom, I'm going to tell you something. So Nate and I are from Orlando.
Right.
And
He raised big.
when I was a kid, the guys we looked up to were Nate and his brother. Tim, his brother Tim, you've had that tweener athlete.
Right.
His brother was the quintessential tweener athlete. He was 6'1", 245, anchoring the 100 for Jones High School. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah.
He went to Florida as a linebacker, as a player, but they, got to eat a little bit, put on that freshman 15.
Donuts came
He put that freshman 15, and they put his hand in the dirt.
Yeah.
But my point being is that, and Nate was talking about his father. We went by the shop, just past, his dad had a store, and everybody knew, Mr. Newton. But the thing I want to know from you, though, is growing up in Orlando, growing up, we all come from humble beginnings.
Yes.
How do you, I can't even teach my son how not to, they're spoiled, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And there's no, they don't have a point of reference for what we had to do. So how do you keep the grounded piece, or did you just start fresh? I'm doing something different, and I got to raise this kid because I'm a 6-time, 7-time Pro Bowler, blah, 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 and I belong in the Hall of Fame. Did I mention he belongs in the Hall of Fame? Excuse me one second.
Their mom.
I was talking right there.
Yeah.
Nate belongs in the Hall of Fame. So you people that don't know, I'm finished that. So you people that really don't know what you're doing with voting, okay, right there, okay. Emmett's not getting them yards if it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. My ex-wife, Lord Jesus, I hate to even say that. Miss Dorothy, she raised them right. When we first got married, we had some discussions, and I was serious. I'm like, I'm not going to church. I'm doing my thing. I was wild and I was out there. She said, well, I would like to raise the kids in a Christian home. I said, well, y'all can be as Christian as y'all want to do what you want, just leave me alone. So I got to credit her for that basic foundation. But once me and her separated, I told her, I said, we would not be disjointed. If you tell these kids something, it's right. When they call me, the first thing I'm going to ask is, what did your mama say? And then if you can't get in line with that.
Very respectful.
Yeah, if you can't get in line with that, then call daddy the hammer. Cause Daddy gonna come, and I had to come over a couple times and administer some punishment. Y'all can call it what you want. It's too late now. I would beat them to death. So you can't call the folks on me. I got it.
Right.
And now they're men.
That was that was the expectation of how we grew up. That's how it was.
So that's that. And so I never strayed. I tried for a minute to be hip, just try to be, this guy that's out there and, know the rap groups, know the music, know the slang. I gave that up because I didn't want to see my sons get away from their Christian background. So I had to conform to them a little bit and be a better man in front of them. And act as though I had some sense, man. I mean, y'all know me, man. I'm always clowning. I'm always cracking a joke. I'm always having fun. But when I'm in front of my babies, I Prime, y'all are men. When I talk about you all, I talk from a manly aspect. This is what Prime is about. This is what Jamie is about. This is what this guy about. Because I want them to see men. We don't have a lot of that. So that when my son will see me sometime, they be like, okay, Daddy gonna joke a little bit, but he gonna talk about God. He gonna talk about his friends. He gonna talk, but it's all positive. I told my son the other day on the phone, I want you to have one wife. He's married. Her name is Jackie. Son, live and die with that woman. Break the curse of what your dad is and what your granddaddy was. Break that curse. Stay with this one woman. I just want what's right, man.
Well, speaking of what's right, let's go down to Houston. There has a quarterback, Deshaun Watson.
That ain't right.
There's a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I think is he here? I heard he's getting a massage over there.
You need to stop. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. Now, it hasn't been any criminal charges. So right now you're really just dealing with someone who has a thirst for certain things in life.
Happy endings.
Or beginnings. Certain things in life.
That's the best way to go to. Front end and the back end. I mean,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You can't just say back end, dog. You just can't jump
just
out
saying,
there like that. That's hard for you to jump like that.
I'm not jumping.
You got to explain that.
No, what you said was, or at the beginning. And what we know about the story is he liked to relieve the stress at the beginning.
But we don't know that.
That's what's been reported 10 times. I think we know that.
No, we don't, but it's not criminal. Like we're prosecuting and persecuting a man when he has a thirst.
Right.
We need to find out more information.
No, we don't. Because I think let's go right there where you said.
Stop right
there. Wait. Is it criminal or not?
We don't know.
It's all civil right now.
No,
it's
but
all
that's
civil,
but
so
that's
it's not
well.
criminal.
You said this last week or the week before. Last week. There was complicity because that's not something you can make somebody do. That one right there.
Well, we heard that story.
No, that story's been repeated and repeated.
What I'm saying, I don't know. It's 14 or 15 now.
But that's because of the thirst. That's my point. Let's stay with the thirst.
What we're saying is we don't know what transpired.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
We don't know the intimate details. You just laughed and joked and said he liked it at the front. I'd say I like it at the front and the back because, relieving that stress at the beginning of it will allow you to be relaxed through your situation. And then if you want to just finish it off at the end, but the point of it, here's my problem with it, if it's what has been advertised. If what has been advertised is he got a little freak in him, because I'll be damned if I judge any man in that area.
Well, we all gonna put our hands up and say amen.
And I'm not talking about anything that was illegal done. I still haven't seen anything that said he forced anyone to do anything. That's first. So because he has a proclivity for the thirst, I have a problem with him being sued unless somebody can show me something illegal that he did. If he's doing something illegal, he should go to jail or pay whatever he's supposed to pay for something that is illegal. But because he got a little freak in him, he should not be punished other than the fact that you need to be careful.
True. Back to what I was saying.
Okay.
We don't know what has transpired, but he's being persecuted and prosecuted from what we assume. Where are you on this, Nathaniel?
I think that it's a thin line for me because did every one of these young ladies, did he lay hands on them? Did they have any intimate relationships, or did he talk? Okay, what is the conversation? Because I talked to my brother the other day who was a police officer. I say, Tony, when do we cross the line? Is it when you hire somebody, sign a contract, say, come do this massage for me? Okay, what can you say to this person and cannot? Because as a man, some guys, I've been around guys, you have too, that they are forceful. When they ask for that opportunity, they don't ask in a way like, what can we, in a nice way. They just be like, hey girl, So I don't know what's right and wrong to say these days to a young lady when you're by yourself and is this young lady working for you or not working for you?
I'm sorry. Excuse me, teacher. I'm sorry. Again, what I know about what I've read.
Right.
Just what I've read.
Mm-hmm.
So again, there's some very simple tenets we got here. If I'm forcing you to do something, that's illegal. That's illegal if I'm forcing you to do something.
Right.
If you've done something repeatedly, see, because what's happened is I came in with the understanding of, okay, we're going to have this situation, and this is what I like. And are you prepared to do what I like or not? That's all. And you can either, but 14 times? He like variety like Tigger. Tiger Woods did those playing along.
Yeah, but this is how those other things started out until we got more information.
Okay.
Recall that?
Like what?
The other gentlemen
Right.
that we're talking about, the Tigers, etc. It started out going down the street until we got more information.
No. Again, let's stay with what we know and what's been reported in court. What's been recorded, as I understand it, is that he liked to have a happy ending, a happy beginning, and potentially a happy ending with the people that perform various services for him. Mm-hmm. My understanding is, I don't believe that sex was involved. Maybe it was in some of the cases, but I don't. That's not my understanding. My understanding is, with his massage, he liked it like this. That ain't no different than Bob Kraft and how he liked his massage in a little spot down there in Florida. So my thing is, like I said, if we're talking about assault, we got a problem. And I'm gonna be the first one in line.
We don't know.
No. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. If assault is involved, now we got a problem. I don't hear assault. I hear some people who are mad now because he ain't taking their massage services because they didn't make the happy ending or the happy beginning go the way they wanted to, and he done moved on to the next, and now everybody's piling on.
I don't hear that.
Right.
I don't hear that.
What do you hear?
I'm praying for both parties.
What do you hear?
I know, and all of us been in some vicarious situations that they've tried to extort. All of us, we've been. And normally when someone tries to extort you, that means they feel like as though they got something on you.
Right.
And they want you to pay a premium.
But that is the something.
So they won't, because they wouldn't release in its entirety of whatever they have on you until it's that time to conclude the. I'm trying. I can't sugarcoat it.
Don't sugarcoat it. It's just like Bill Clinton. What is the definition of is? What is definition? I did not have sex with that. What is the definition?
We know
of
darn well what Bill Clinton did. We can't
right.
bring that.
And we know what he did.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No,
we can.
Don't.
We don't know specifically because we want to. We can infer based on the 14 or 17 lawsuits or whatever the number is. The pattern is the same. Dude likes happy beginnings and happy endings, so
I'm praying for all parties because we've all have been down the street of someone trying to extort us.
Right. That's a different conversation than what's legal and not legal. And my only thing
No,
here
it's not, because we've all been down the street of someone trying to extort us.
So what are you saying? I'm lost in the fait accompli of it. I'm
because
lost
usually when somebody tries to extort you,
right,
they have something on you.
That's
why they're trying to extort
but
you.
On you now is what has come out.
No,
what else is coming out?
I don't know. I know if 14 folks lined up.
So he likes to get his thing.
No.
Okay.
You think everybody gonna relinquish what they have?
It may not be. Oh, okay. He likes his pinky up in the air. Okay, he likes to have somebody watch. Okay,
I'm praying for all parties.
Those are details. Don't run from it now. We started talking. Now, should he go to rehab?
There's always something up under that table.
Hey, Should he go to rehab?
Let me tell you something.
Tiger went to rehab. P-rehab.
I tell you like this here, man. Until we get to the bottom of it, until these things start being resolved, it's gonna always be a great debate.
I guess my only point is the details of what happened have to be filed with the court system. There's enough of it for them to file it. We have enough of the general idea of what happened.
But civil has nothing to do at this time with criminal.
There you
so
go.
That's the only thing.
There you go.
They're gonna have to show this judge, okay, this is what I have.
Yeah.
Eventually they're gonna have to do that.
Right.
So, I
What
just
do they
pray.
have? So they kept a towel like Monica Lewinsky? Did they keep the towel? Did they keep the dress? They keep the
I know that in this day and era, my brother, with all this technology,
Yes, sir.
with this day and
They
era,
got the
with all
videotape?
with this day and era, with all this technology, it would be hard for people to do what they once did way back when.
I just don't know. I guess my point is, and we can wrap it up. I just don't know what's new. I do want to hit you on a couple things.
What I'm trying to tell you,
I'm listening.
if 14 folks run up to the altar, they got something somewhere. I wouldn't bet against it.
But my point is, see, and this is where I guess we're miscommunicating. I know they have the something. The question is, what is the something?
That's
Not the what is the something from that standpoint. My what is the something? Is it something that is illegal? And if it's not illegal and somebody's a freak, I'm not going into any man's thing.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
There you go. I'm praying for all parties.
Yes. Nate, Dak Prescott, you're a Dallas Cowboy personality, radio personality, you do pregame, postgame, all the things. You've been doing it for 20 years now. Like the move, like the numbers.
I loved it, and I like the way the Joneses played it.
That's right.
They played it, and they said, we're not giving this dude a dime until we have to.
That's right.
And they knew if they let him get to the other tag, that would be that breaking point. And they played it smart.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, I think they did.
You know why? Here's why I don't think they played it smart. They had a chance. Just go back to it. You've been around the close.
2 years ago.
Whenever it was, they may have got him for 30 if they'd have done it right then. 30 per.
They weren't getting it for 30.
Back then, because the number was
he
in the
never
20s.
accepted it.
No, they could have got him early in the process.
Never asked for
After his
30.
third year, they could have offered him a contract when he first got rid of his first guy and hired a new guy. They could have offered him then, but they didn't. They decided to wait.
What did they do? They wrote the book on this with Tyron Smith. They gave Tyron Smith an 8-year, $120 million, I'm going to call it a BS deal. It's money, don't get me wrong. Tyron Smith at the time, was one of the top two football players in all the National Football League 4 or 5 years ago.
Not anymore.
And I said not anymore. But when they gave him the 8-year contract, they gave it to him early. They really jumped out early and got it done. They could have saved themselves by paying him at that time.
Dak wasn't doing that, dog. Dak was not doing that then.
His first year and his second year, they couldn't offer him because he wasn't a first round pick, so you can't offer that soon.
You could
his
offer
third
earlier.
year, but his third year they could offer, and they didn't want to do it then. They did not.
And they didn't want to do it. And in his third
Dak
year,
wasn't proven.
he was proven enough.
No, he wasn't.
What I saw from Dak,
His third year.
When he took over for Tony Romo, and
That wasn't worth 30.
No, and you got vision.
Jerry
Jones always been.
No.
Okay.
That wasn't worth.
Well,
was that worth 30?
Well,
not then.
No, not them, because you have to do it again. See, we've had a lot of 1 year wonders. Wentz, Goff. We have a lot of 1 year wonders.
I was what I saw because I didn't think he. I'm gonna say I didn't think he could play in the league. I didn't see at Mississippi State, which I watched him a lot. Loved his story. Loved all how I grew and all. But I never saw him doing what he did. Soon as he started, and again, I'm an offensive guy. And I started saying, "Oh, gee, this thing is coming out.
No.
Look at him move around." I mean, that's what I saw.
I didn't see that.
I did.
What I saw was one of the most dominant offensive lines in the NFL. What I saw, Zeke was on top of the world.
Correct.
And you got 8-man box. You got one-on-ones on the outside. So make the throw.
But
that's what I saw.
But the
that's
point,
what Jerry saw.
But the
and
point
guess what
was,
the Jones
it was
did?
the speed.
The Jones sat back and monitored
and paid them, cost them $126.
Wentz
They didn't win.
and Goff.
They didn't win. Because they're guaranteeing them more than they paid both of them guys.
But it ain't,
And Goff.
it ain't no win. It ain't gonna be no win when you overpaying every
Everybody.
quarterback in the league.
That's right.
It ain't. The only quarterback that's worth his money is getting paid lower than anybody. That's Brady.
It's Brady.
Everybody else is just what they are.
Well, 40. I'll take that boy in Kansas City. I think he cut the right deal. Cut yourself a 10-year deal or 8-year deal, a longer-term deal.
He is legit. But I'm telling you, my friend, he went up against a master.
You know when they do that,
this
my friend, it's
past
like,
year.
I'm telling you, Steve.
Yeah,
No,
he went up against a
because
master.
I know
man.
where he going.
He went up against a master.
Did he look like that in the last game?
Yeah, he went up against a
Oh,
master.
wait.
He went against a
Wait a
master,
minute.
man.
What team you think you got 2 of those rings? If Eric go down and Tooney go down, No.
See,
I don't care who you playing. You're not
He
beating.
don't listen.
you can holler, you can scream,
Okay.
but when Brady was with the Patriots, they overrated offensive tackles. Them were garbage up front. You know how I know they was garbage? Because as soon as he left, what were they?
Tom. I'm talking about the kid from Kansas City playing in a Super Bowl with 2 backup tackles where the strength of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Have Tom Brady
I don't know about Tom. It ain't about Tom. Tom's the GOAT.
He giving you.
I'm
the
comparing you
You
to.
can't compare the GOAT. This dude ain't. Tom is the GOAT. This is a young boy. If you gave that young boy his 2 starting offensive tackles,
Now you see what I did.
You are right in one aspect. Is you hollering, you trying to be overpowering,
No, I ain't.
but it ain't working. Tom Brady was a young guy able to do these things. In his 3rd and 4th year, he was able to do these things.
Do the Dallas Cowboys beat the teams that they beat? I'm not finished asking the question yet. Before the eyes roll.
Okay.
I'm asking a
homeboy.
question.
All right, homeboy.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah,
Dude,
you-
hang on,
Of
let me ask
course,
the
we
question.
needed our
No,
great
no.
players at
I
offensive.
did not needed. No. Do you win a Super Bowl with backup tackles playing in the Super Bowl game?
No, not when we
Yes or
play.
no?
Not when we play. No, sir.
But they can do it
These
now.
are different offenses and different way things are ran. Tom Brady has done it, and I'm quite sure in 2 years from now, if this kid keep growing the way he's growing, he'll be able to do it with backup players at his time.
There's no such thing. That's why
Okay,
Aaron
all right.
Rodgers. That's why Aaron Rodgers only has one. Super Bowl.
And he played
Because
with 17 injured
offense-
players,
exactly.
and he
Because you get to
won
that point-
but he won a Super
Won.
Bowl with injured players on his offensive line.
They all came back.
Okay.
The tackles were in play. Go look at it.
I got time. I'm gonna just sit right here.
Yeah,
Go
you see
ahead.
right there.
I'm not.
I love a big
Jamie,
man battle.
Jamie,
Put
I
big
love
man
you
battle
to
on the screen.
death. But
There
these
you go.
quarterbacks that I'm talking about, Aaron Rodgers did it and won a Super Bowl. Tom Brady done it repeatedly with backup offensive linemen. And I ain't saying maybe it was a tackle and a guard, or maybe it was a center and a tackle. But I understand you trying to take away both tackles, which
did.
happened. But
That's
guess
the
what,
facts.
man? Guess what?
That's the
You
facts.
got the greatest offensive mind to this date with Andy Reid.
Man, please.
Okay.
But who Andy blocking?
Now you ain't gonna give Andy his credit though.
Yeah.
No, I don't care who you are as a coach. Who you are. Who you are. Bill Belichick cannot win a Super Bowl going
Like
up against
the-
the best. Again, let's go look at the actual facts.
And let me
I have
speak
never
to
seen
this.
a Super Bowl or a game like that with 2
Coach Belichick finally learned that, wow, I got all of these players, subpar players, and this one guy, the puppet master, I let get out of here. I promise you, Mr. Kraft, saying, rolling his eyes, saying, Lord Jesus, man, I believe in you, Coach. And you go out and, come on now.
That's what
Come
I
on.
do. This is what I do with every week.
You gotta. I know Jamie boastful like that. See, this is what
this is
happens
basic, man.
when you get an intelligent brother
is basic.
from Orlando, Florida,
That's what happens.
and go take him to Florida State and knock the rough edges off him. Then you get
Nate,
this
Nate took me,
opinionated
Nate
cat
took
over
me to
here.
Nate took me to the patch, at FAM. When I first got, come on over here, homeboy. Let me show you. Let me show you what's happening over here at FAM. That's what he did.
Yeah, he decided he didn't want none of it. He want none of
Yeah,
it.
it was
Well,
like
you
rough
know.
around the edges back then.
Well, it's bunnies too. You like to.
Yeah, but I promise you, Tom Brady is showing you the way, man. If you got a quarterback like that, you can have subpar guys.
Here's what I'll say: this, if next year, because you pick your 4 teams, and I will let you do that too.
Okay.
So who the top 4 teams right now? Who do you see right now? If you just had to pick general, everybody healthy, general, who's in the Super Bowl? Rather, excuse me, for you.
I'm going with Brady. I'm going with the Kansas City.
Okay, stop right there.
Why he got to stop? You asked me the
Well,
question.
that's the point I want to get to, because I think there's going to be a rematch next year.
Okay, let him keep going
You know,
on it.
And to me, the other teams are just
Don't even
toss
matter.
ups.
Right.
No, just go ahead and give him 2 more.
No, I don't have them. I really don't, man, because
Buffalo?
I have Buffalo has the defense.
But they gonna be in there in the end.
If Buffalo can develop a consistent running game, I think they can be in there. That's what they had 2 years ago. That it kind of was. They asked the kid to throw a little bit too
And
much
Green
going
Bay.
down the stretch. I don't know no more. I don't know no more about Green Bay.
In the end.
I don't know. I just know that Tom Brady, and I know that this kid is going to be inspired. And see, what you don't understand
gonna be
is
inspired
this
to have his
kid going to
two-star
go and
attack.
watch every film on Brady. And understand, okay, what do I do on 3rd and 10? Who do I hit? Let me tell you how smart Brady is. He took a castaway running back from the Jacksonville Jaguars and told him,
Third overall pick.
do you want to be a star in this league? Work with me every day after practice. I'm going to have your
That's
hands
leadership.
right.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
what I'm saying.
No, let's go. But I think you're overthinking this. We're all overthinking this. Because as football goes, you still hadn't answered that question, because I know in my heart, you guys, if you didn't have 2-A and Aaron,
He went back to.
the point is because you don't have to.
He went all the way back.
You went back to the 90s when it was power football.
I went
This
back
is
to
finesse.
I went to 2 tackles. You can't beat anybody in this league without your tackles. Period. And then you go into a Super Bowl. Because here's my point that I'm making. I believe if they play again this year, let me finish this and I'll let you go. If they play again, and the kid from Kansas City has his tackles, I believe that Kansas City is going to beat the brakes off tackles.
I believe that it's going to be a close game.
I
And
believe
if
they're
Brady
gonna
had
man.
that ball last, he's going to win
Well,
that
that's
game.
different. But I believe, because that kid ran for 8 miles behind the line in the game, they documented it. This game is simple. You pay tackles for a reason. You know this. So all I'm saying is the kid not having his
that
people.
is the slight difference, ladies and gentlemen. While this kid running around trying to figure out what to do, Brady would have been getting the ball out of his hand in like 1.5 seconds.
Now, that might be, but that's not his style.
And that wraps us up.
That's going to do it for this edition of 21st Pride. We appreciate you joining us. The legend, Nate Newton in the house, man. This is my homeboy.
Florida
second.
boys, we drank the same water.
Yeah.
He gonna keep on.
Catch us next time.
You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time.